Chief Raymond Harris had spent over 17 years building a reputation as the face of law and order in Millstone County. He was the man the media called for soundbites after a big bust. The man mothers trusted to keep their neighborhoods safe. His record was pristine. No complaints. No red flags. Just medals, promotions, and praise. But what people didn't know was that while he was winning awards by day, he was making deals by night. It all began to unravel on a cold night in March 2024. An anonymous envelope arrived at the local news station. No return address. No letter. Just a single USB stick. On it, a surveillance clip from a gas station security camera. It was short, just 47 seconds, but it would shake an entire town to its core. In the video, a black SUV pulls into a dimly lit corner behind the gas station at exactly 2:13 a.m. A man steps out, wearing a dark hoodie, and approaches another man waiting by a dumpster. There's a brief exchange. A duffel bag is handed over. In return, a package, wrapped in duct tape, rectangular, about the size of a brick, is given. The two men part ways. No words, just the transaction. It took only one frame, one flash of a streetlight, to identify him. That man was Chief Harris. When the footage aired on local TV, the town was stunned. Harris denied it, claimed it was deepfake technology, said it was a smear campaign. But the gas station owner came forward with the original tapes. Law enforcement had no choice but to act. Federal agents raided Harris's residence just 2 days later. What they found was more damning than the footage itself. Hidden compartments in his garage contained over $274,000 in untraceable cash, multiple unregistered cell phones, a set of documents linking Harris to a private security firm that on paper provided risk assessments for local businesses, but in reality had no employees, no office, and no clients. The firm, investigators would later discover, was a shell company used to launder drug money. In a locked safe inside his bedroom closet, agents found 3 sealed bricks of an unknown white substance. Lab tests confirmed it was fentanyl. Street value, $180,000. The real story began to emerge. According to federal testimony, Harris had been secretly working with a regional drug trafficking organization for nearly 6 years. His job was simple: use his access to law enforcement intelligence to tip off dealers before major raids. In return, he received cash payments, usually disguised as consulting fees. He used his badge to mislead rival dealers, to eliminate competition, and even to plant evidence in some cases. One whistleblower claimed Harris once ordered an entire raid called off just hours before it was scheduled, because the targets were part of his circle. It got worse. Text messages retrieved from one of the burner phones revealed names, at least 4 other officers from surrounding counties, 1 judge, and a city councilman, all allegedly connected, all still under investigation. The town, once proud of its clean streets and low crime rate, was thrown into chaos. Protesters flooded the courthouse steps. Parents demanded to know how many wrongful arrests had been made, how many innocent people had their lives destroyed to protect a corrupt operation. Harris was arrested without incident. At his arraignment, he showed no emotion, no remorse. His attorney argued the footage was inconclusive, the evidence circumstantial. But the mountain of documents, bank records, surveillance, and phone data told a different story. He was charged with conspiracy to distribute narcotics, obstruction of justice, racketeering, and abuse of power. Bail was denied. As the weeks passed, more names came to light. Officers quietly resigned. City officials scrambled to contain the fallout. The community, once built on trust, now watched every siren with suspicion. But even with the arrests, even with the headlines, something about the story didn't sit right. There was no national coverage, no federal press conference, no statement from the governor, just silence. And that silence raised a question. If a police chief could run a drug operation for 6 years, right under the government's nose, how many more like him are still out there? This wasn't just one man's fall from grace. It was a crack in the system, a sign that maybe the people we trust the most are the ones we should watch the closest. Was Chief Harris the mastermind, or just another piece in a bigger, darker puzzle? That's for you to decide.